Welcome to Beyond Our Focus. I'm Stefan, this is Amanda, and this is Unlocking the Beyond, where we delve into the unknown and explore some of your questions. Today is July 3rd. Have a good 4th of July tomorrow. Hopefully everybody's having a good day. It falls in the middle of the week, which is also kind of strange. If you haven't already, go see Spider-Man. Because I guarantee is going to be good. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm sure I enjoyed it, so y'all go enjoy it too.
I'm sure I enjoyed it.
I'm sure I did.
Futuristic stuff. You wouldn't understand.
Oh. So, Amanda, what fancy, dark, mysterious, ghostly things are we talking about?
You lost your voice there for a minute.
Okay? You can only go so high. I'm only capable of so high. I try hard to get higher, but it doesn't work.
Just hit puberty. Just right there.
Anyways.
Today, we are talking about one of the most talked about supernatural, spiritual objects that pretty much exist. I mean, you hear about them when you're a little youngster at your little kid parties. I don't know if you... That's right, you're a deprived child. I'm so sorry.
I can't help that.
But when Stefan would jump into his pajamas and hang out with all his girly friends, and they'd eat ice cream and watch chick flicks, and they'd probably...
Who are we talking about? What are we talking about?
I'm talking about your pajamas.
Was I a young female in my early age? I mean, what's going on here?
Anything's possible. Either way. So
in my other life.
So they would sit there and play games like Bloody Mary and, just...
I feel like we're not talking about me. I think we're talking about you.
Light as a feather and all that fun stuff. Either way, so at some point during the night, one of Stefan's little friends would be like, I have this game we should play.
Sure.
And they'd pull out the legendary Ouija board.
Never once ever touched a Ouija board or seen one in real life, so I got nothing.
You've seen one.
Okay, in the trunk of someone's car once.
Okay, that is not where I was going.
I'm just saying.
I was going to say on the shelf. They literally sell them at Barnes & Noble.
I'm not counting that. I don't count that.
Jeez. And they're just thrown into someone's trunk? Really?
Yeah, really. Think of one person who I'm thinking of who might have done that. Who's about yay tall and bald. I can't possibly imagine who.
Did you say yay tall and go this?
Yeah. Somewhere down here.
Oh.
Maybe slight exaggeration.
Really?
Maybe.
Really?
Maybe. Slight.
Okay. Anyway.
I think you figured it out, though.
Wow. Okay. Now, so what I wanted to do today was kind of go over as far as the Ouija board.
And for y'all's information, I wanted a Ouija board on the set.
I didn't. I've been there. I don't want to go there again. Thank you. So, no Ouija boards on the set. I don't, unless we're planning on burning it. I'm
after we use it.
I'm perfectly
after
fine
we try to use it.
That's fine. I mean, go ahead. Anyways, what I wanted to do was try to figure out if nowadays, if there has been any kind of scientific study on the Ouija board.
I guarantee there has been. Come on.
Because I was curious to know, because I mean, like, as far as, like, psychic vampires and stuff like that, they've done, scientific.
Is he psychic vampires?
Yes.
What? Why are we talking about psychic vampires? I mean, what?
Not the psychic that you're thinking about. Anyways.
What? You can't throw out psychic vampires and then move on so quickly. What are we talking about?
Anyways, I wouldn't say emotional vampires because they're two totally different things as well. But anyways, okay, we're talking about a person who feeds off the energy of other people.
And we call these people psychic vampires?
But the studies around this, they do have like thermal imagery of the energy around people's, like the heat and stuff changing. So it's like that. They went that far into researching this. So
are we talking about psychic vampires or the Ouija board?
So I was wondering if they had done any kind of intense things about the Ouija board.
Okay.
technology, psychic camera thingies, and stuff like that. Not as much. I've only ran into one major study as far as that into it, and it's a response, a human response that is probably the cause for the Ouija board readings. What it is called is I'm going to butcher this.
Psychic vampire Ouija.
The idiometer response.
The idiot meter.
The idiot meter response.
All right.
Not a T.
I mean, it explains a whole lot. I agree. We're in.
God damn it. Okay. On the science scale, we're going over here to the science side real quick. Okay. So
psychic vampire is totally legit.
Yeah. So pretty much, it's the body's response to when you are so focused on an idea, on a thought, on a picture, or of what you think is going to happen.
Well, I'm very, very, very heavily focused on the psychic vampire.
Okay. Well, apparently I need to do some. Apparently, the next cryptids we're going to talk about, besides unicorns, or maybe I'll go on at Mystery Week. We'll talk about real life vampires during.
You've sparked my interest.
Focus. Ouija board.
I am focusing.
Ouija board.
I'm focusing on the psychic vampires that we brought up.
Ouija board. Okay, so imagine yourself focusing on this so much. Not the psychic vampires. Just
board.
stop.
Ouija board. Okay.
Ouija board.
Ouija board.
That you want so much for something to happen that your body starts responding so subtly that you're not even aware you're doing it. That's why when both people have the planchette, I think that's how you pronounce it.
The what?
It's the heart-shaped teardrop thing that people put their hands on. And
what do we call that?
Planchette.
Really?
Is it a planchette or a planchette?
Really?
Yes.
No better name we could come up with for that thing, huh?
Or it could be a planchette. I don't know. I want to say it's a planchette, though.
Okay. I'm going to go with that. I can't question it. It's a word I've never heard before.
That's how it's spelled.
Is that in the official Ouija board rules? Okay.
Actually, the planchette actually predates the Ouija board.
Why wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It's made from the wood of a devil tree or something.
That's not what I meant. Either way, focus. Focus.
I am. I'm on the Ouija board.
Okay.
Or the
planchette.
plan thing.
Planchette. Okay. So both people have their fingers on the planchette, and suddenly they feel it moving, and they stop, and they look at each other and go,
"It wasn't me."
Yeah. Did you do that? It wasn't me. It wasn't you. Okay. Let's keep going. Okay. So the
psychic vampire. I can't help it. Everything's revolved about the psychic vampire now. That's all I can think about. You brought it up.
I didn't think it was that going to be much of a curb that you couldn't jump over. God, okay.
The only thing my mind's on at the moment. Anyway, the plan thing is moving.
Okay, so what scientists are saying is happening is that because you're so focused, part of you so wants the spirits to contact you that your body is automatically just pushing it, but it's so subtle, it's so soft that your brain's not picking up that I'm doing this. So you legitimately believe that either the other person is, or it's magic, it's spiritual, something is happening. So that is so far the main scientific response. But then we have the spiritual side. The people who fully believe that this is how they're using this for divination. They're actually contacting spirits. They're contacting their ancestors.
Now, the Ouija board made by Mattel, we assume that all of them are possessed? Or...
Actually, here's the thing.
Or can we just draw some letters out and just get a wooden plan thing from a devil tree and it'll work fine?
Okay, so technically the Ouija board, how would you say it, predates itself? They're originally called talking boards or spirit boards, and they're 1886.
Well, we can buy them at the local Barnes and Noble. So yes. I'm just really...
Yes, what happened is this guy, these guys found out how much of a trend this was becoming. That they're like, we're going to do this. We're going to pick up on it. And
gonna
so it
talk
went
to-
from the Parker brothers, who coined Ouija, and now it's owned by Hasbro. Ouija is not actually, it's kind of like Band-Aid. It's not actually the name for all the boards. They're actually spirit boards or talking boards. Ouija is actually what you'd call like a brand name almost.
Okay, get that. Yeah. They asked the local...
Just shut your face. Shut your face.
I can't help it. I can't help it. Oh, God.
Anyways, going back to what we were talking
So
about.
going back to the spirit board.
Now, first off, when you think of spirit boards,
It's like
you
a
think
spirit
of
gun.
Ouija's boards. Oh, God. It's not freaking Yu Yu Hakusho.
I'm sure there's some psychic
I'm
vampires
derailed.
there.
I'm fucking derailed. Okay. You want to hear the other side?
I'm very interested. I'm very interested.
Okay. Now, all over you hear of people being terrified of Ouija boards or saying it's a bad idea to use them. Okay. Now, part of that comes from Christianity. Okay. Because as soon as people were found out using these spirit boards, as people were saying they were contacting the dead, automatically Christians came out with, no, you are contacting the devil. The only person you're talking to is demons. And if you use that thing, you're connected to Satan
Right.
now.
It's totally demons, like your aunt. And we know where she went, don't we? Ha! Anyway.
No, carry on. Carry on.
That was it. Unless you want to get back into psychic vampires.
But if you take it from a spiritual standpoint, you how do you say this? People who delve into meditation as a way to go like talk to their ancestors, stuff like that, they themselves use what they consider protective barriers. They use spells beforehand to protect themselves. Just like most guided meditations start with, imagine yourself surrounded by light. Imagine yourself in a bubble. Stuff like that. So, if you think about it, people who are using spirit boards to contact their ancestors, anything like that, if you're well trained, if you know what you're doing, you're going to know to protect yourself first before going into this. Even if what is happening on the board, maybe it is a response, maybe it is a biological response, some people still feel that that biological response is caused by their ancestors, the spirits that are talking to them. And if you have just anyone doing this, some kids randomly just pulling out this Ouija board and joking around, but that they really truly believe this is happening, it's not just some party trick to them, you have people who are trying to connect with the spirit world without protecting themselves, without
So
having
we need
the
a
protection.
spiritual condom.
Jesus Christ.
Is that what you're telling me? Proper protection to go in.
Sure.
Okay.
We'll go with
Just
that.
asking.
On that note,
I'm just asking. Always use protection before diving into the spirit world.
so what do you guys think about Ouija boards? Have you ever used a Ouija board? I have. It was a very interesting, weird experience, and I'm never again. I was one of those people that just dove right into it, had fun, whatever, and then it got weird and creepy, and then I was done with it, and I never saw the thing again, luckily. But what's your guys' experience with them? Do you know anything about them? Either side, science or spiritual. I'd like to hear about it. You can ignore the fuck out of this guy. Please ignore him. And yeah, that's it.
The only other question is
Shut your face. Shut
can I
your
wake
face.
the ancestors by using a dragon with a gong? I just hit the gong really loudly. Will they come back? I think they will. As long as that dragon's name is Mushu, we're on board. That's all that's important. Mushu, the spirit summoning dragon, the psychic vampires, and yeah. I think on that note, we're going to end today's episode. I hope you enjoyed that talk. What was there of it about the Ouija board? We got to know some facts, some mystery, some very interesting stuff about the Ouija board. I had fun. Hope y'all did. As always, you can reach me at Stars and Travel. Reach Amanda at KZ Pup. Reach the show at Beyond Our Focus on everywhere, including YouTube and podcast services around the globe.
Maybe.
Oh, perfect. There we go. The voice. I did hear my perfect impression of maybe. Any final thoughts?
No, I think we're good.
All right, we're cool. We're good. Awesome. Till next time, use protection and long days and pleasant nights.